What's going on, everyone? It is Papa Poobe here, back again with another video, and today it is a very special episode because I will be doing my first ever manga haul video, and I will be showing off my manga collection. I will let you guys know right now, my manga collection is nowhere close, and I mean nowhere close to the size of these other manga YouTubers you be seeing. um, it's a little small, I'm more on the conservative side when it comes to manga collecting. I like to actually read what I buy. However, most of the stuff you see back there, and I do also have another bookshelf in my closet, but we'll get to that when that comes. It's a little, I haven't read most of it. I'm gonna be honest, okay? I haven't read most of it. But to begin, let's just start off the video. Alright, everyone, so the first volume we have here is Sneeze by Naoki Urasawa. Now, you may best know him from the 20th Century Boys. That is my personal all-time favorite manga series. You may also know him from Pluto. I personally haven't read Pluto. I do have another manga series of his, Asadora, which you guys will see in my manga collection. Huge fan of it so far, but for now we have Sneeze here. Still have yet to read it. I'm very excited about it. Naoki Urasawa is probably my favorite manga artist, storyteller, whatever you want to call him, mangaka. I'm just a big fan of his artwork, and I'm very looking forward to this. Next up, we have Beastars Volume 19. Now, I do have finally collected all of the Beastars volumes. I have the other final 3 right here. Now, this is one series. I've watched the first season of the anime, haven't watched past it. When it comes to the manga, I haven't read any of it. I was waiting for it to fully complete in English before I finally read it. And now that we have Volume 19 here, I can finally go ahead and start reading it. Along with that, we have Volume 20 of Beastars going off of Volume 19. We have Volume 21, which I think has a very cool art cover. See if you guys can see that a little better. There we go. I think it's a very cool artwork. I'm very excited to get into it, see what it is all about in terms of manga versus the anime. And then here we go with Volume 22, which is the final volume within the manga series. Now, I'm hoping it's as good as people like to say it is. Me personally, I'm very excited, like I've said before. So I'm excited to get into it. Next up, we have Fire Force Volume 7 here. I do have, if I go in order, let's do that first. So first off, we have Volume 5 of Fire Force. Start off with that one. I do have the first 4 volumes already. I have Volume 6 right here. Me personally, not a big fan of this character, if I'm going to be completely honest. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he is definitely not my favorite. Next up, we have Volume 7, the edgy girl. That's what you want to call it. The parody edgy girl, I guess is what I like to call them. Next up, we have Die Dark Volume 5. This is by Q Hayashida. I don't know what else they've made. This is the first thing I think I've read by them. Unless, I think Dorohedoro is made by Q Hayashida. I do have the first 2 volumes of that. Still haven't read them. But Die Dark, I've read the first 3 volumes. I do have Volume 4. But when it comes to the most recent manga haul, I got this one here. I will say the artwork for this is absolutely stunning. Now, I can't show it because of some graphic stuff in it. I don't want it on the video. But if you guys are into this thing, it's got humor, it's dark, it's got violence and gore in it. So if that's your kind of thing, go ahead and check it out. Next up, we have Mob Psycho Volume 6. Now, I do have Volumes 1 through 5. I've recently read those, and I'm going to be completely honest. At first, the art design just, wasn't really selling me. I was very like, what is this? Like, if you compare that art design to One Punch Man, this looks like chump change. Like, it does. Like, to me, it just looks very sloppy at first. However, once you get used to it, in my personal opinion, I think it looks beautiful. Once I got past like the first initial, like, this looks like a kindergarten drew it, I was like, this is really good. The art style is unique. I've never seen anything like it, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm looking forward to Volume 6. I have Volume 7 here, which I think is a very cool artwork piece right here. Go ahead and show you guys that. Next up, we have Volume 7 of Banana Fish. Sorry, guys. I got confused with Mob Psycho. We have Volume 1 of Banana Fish. I don't know anything about this other than it's a seinen, I guess, is what it technically is. Or shoujo. I think that's what it is. It's shoujo, not seinen. All I know is it has something to do with, like, crime of some sort. Don't know what much of it. But I did decide to pick it up. I saw it somewhere and was like, you know what? Let's snatch it up, try it out. And we also have Volume 2 here. Great artwork from the looks of it, great covers. And we have Volume 3 as well. Don't know much to say about this because I don't know much about it. However, I am looking very much forward to it. So we have Volume 4. And lastly, we have Volume 5. Now, if I don't like it after the first 5, I will be dropping it and probably selling the series. We have Dan to Dan Volume 3. Like I did with, you know what? I'm going to show you guys the first volumes first. Oh, you know what? That was Volume 1. My bad, guys. So we have Dan to Dan Volume 3. Sorry, guys. Volume 1. Okay. I'm a big fan of this. You know, I've read the first 2 volumes of this already. And I got to say, it is not what I expected. Absolutely not what I expected. I was expecting, like, you know, typical shonen style story or whatever. This right here is nowhere even close. I definitely would not recommend this if you are below the age of, I'll go 16. You know, 16 I think is a good age. Maybe 17, but you know, we'll go with 16 with this. It is rated M for mature, and there's a reason for that. It is very, I wouldn't say graphic, but like language wise, it does have some stuff in it. But mainly like the comedy, the humor of this is very more mature based. Let's just go with that. So going on, we have Volume 2 of Dan to Dan. You know, I gotta say, the character connection between the 2 main characters, Okuran and Momo, I think it's a great dynamic. I'm really enjoying what they're doing with the characters. Yukinobu Tatsu, the mangaka of this, it's great. I'm enjoying it a lot. I want to see more of what they're going to be doing with the series and maybe what they may be doing outside of the series. But we also have Dan to Dan Volume 3. Big fan of this. I think maybe this may be the best covers of all out of all 3 of them that are out right now. This one really pops to me. All of them pop. But that one specifically, pink's my favorite color, so, you know, gotta go with that one. Next, we have FLCL Omnibus. I don't know much about what this is. I saw it at a store, like, it was like a comic book store. I do also collect comic books, which I may show within the manga haul, or the manga collection coming up here shortly, but other than that, I don't know much about it. Next up, we have Volumes 1 of Orange, and we also have Volumes 2 of Orange. Now, I also don't know much about this manga series, other than it's a slice of life. I do like my slice of life type stuff. Next up, we have Komi Can't Communicate. I got this at Target, this little like omnibus or manga box set we have here. Comes with volumes 1 through 4 of the manga series. We have volume 1 right here. Now, I've heard great things about Komi Can't Communicate. Don't know much about it, though, so we're going to go ahead and find out once I start reading it. I will probably do an update on some of the stuff I've been reading, tell you guys what I've liked, what I don't like. Here's volume 3. Now, I do know this is on the Weekly Shonen Jump still. I believe it is. I know it was for a bit. It's very popular. I don't know if it's as popular as... gosh, I can't remember what I was going to say, or what the manga was, but, you know, I'm hoping great things about it. I hear it does get a little bit repetitive towards the end. Alright, everyone, so next up we have the Dragon Ball box set. Now, these were discounted, like, basically half off on Amazon, so I was like, you know what, I'm snatching them right up. I was going to get the One Piece one, since I've never read One Piece. I've tried watching it, but, like, looking at all those episodes, I don't know. I will get into One Piece at one point. I promise you guys that. But for now, I decided just to stick with Dragon Ball. I don't have them. I'm a big Dragon Ball guy. So we have the original OG Dragon Ball box set. Let's go ahead and take a look at those volumes. You know what I love about these is the fact that it flows. I'm gonna try and do this as best as I can. There we go. I love how that does the design. See if I can grab this one hand right here. This design right here. I love how it just floats together. It looks beautiful on a bookshelf. I don't really have room on it my bookshelf right now, so that's the reason why it's not up there. However, once I get another bookshelf, which will probably be about a year or so, just gonna be leaving in September to go to Japan till August of next year. So yeah. Moving on from the Dragon Ball box set, we also have the Dragon Ball Z box set right here. I'll make sure it's in the camera for you guys. As I said, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. Dragon Ball is what got me into manga. Well, no, that's a lie. Don't believe that part. It's what got me into anime was Dragon Ball Z. Started with the Broly movies, specifically the Bio Broly movie. I know some may say it's the worst one. However, I love that movie. Not just because it was the first movie that got me into anime, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. It is what it is. That's just what it is. So decided to pick this bad boy up. I have watched all of the show. Actually, I take that back. No, I didn't. I lied, guys. I know I lied again. Okay, I've only seen up to the Buu Saga, which is funny because I know everything that happened in the Buu Saga, but I've never watched the Buu Saga. I know that's crazy, guys. Um, I haven't even read the Buu Saga. I've watched, I guess, up until Majin Vegeta comes around in terms of the Buu Saga, and then after that, I was just like, yeah, I'm done with this guy. It ain't it. It ain't it. I'm sorry, but it ain't it. Do I plan on watching it eventually? Yes. I've seen everything else, though. I've seen Dragon Ball GT, which, oh gosh, I'm not gonna get started about that. I've seen, the OG Dragon Ball, which great show. I think underrated. I think some parts of it I like more than Dragon Ball Z, and of course I've seen Dragon Ball Super. We all love Jiren out here. But showing you guys what's in the box. This one I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful of, but don't want to drop them. Okay, so just like the OG Dragon Ball, they have those little banner thing that runs across the bottom that forms that image. Really cool. Really want it on a bookshelf, but again, I don't have room for it. Brings an end to the manga haul part of this video. If you guys want to stay tuned, feel free to see the manga collection. If not, thank you guys for tuning in, and be sure to like and subscribe. But for now, let's get into the manga collection. Alrighty, everyone. So to kick off the manga haul, we have a Silent Voice here, which is actually the first ever manga series I ever read, and is what got me into manga. It was in middle school. It was like one of those, the library teacher would come in and they'd be like, here's a great selection of books you may like to read. And I was like, I'll check out Silent Voice, I guess. And there's my love for manga came in. We also have like a Naruto ramen bowl and then some Sailor Moon cups here. But moving along, we have Kaiju number 8, volumes 3 through 7. Food Wars Volume 1 and 2, which is the only ones I have of those. 20th Century Boys Volume 1, which is I was telling you guys about. I am going to finish collecting these. I do want the OG ones, but for price reasons, that's probably not going to happen right anytime soon. Alright, and then we have My Hero Academia Volume 13. I do have the other ones. It's lower down in here. It's just a mess right now. I don't really have this organized yet. So then we have Haikyuu number 8 and 9, which I haven't read yet, but I heard great things about it. We have the Jujutsu Kaisen Summer of Ashes, Awesome of Dust light novel. Still have yet to read that. We have the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, The Flower of Happiness, which is also another light novel. Still have to read. Then we have Mashl's Volume 1 through 4, which I have read all of these. I am a big fan of Mashal. I think it's great. The anime is great. Well, besides, the animation to me is a little wonky, but I'm gonna do an analysis review on that coming up shortly here. But for now, I think I'm gonna stick with the manga. Big fan of it. It did sadly just end on Shonen Jump, but it's got great things to it. And I will be back in just a second once I move all these things. Alrighty, guys. So we are back here, and we have the Demon Slayers, Volume 1 through 23 up there, and we have another light novel of it. I believe it's the water one. I can't really tell from here. Going on forward, I do have this Demon Slayer, Tanjiro figure, but we're going to go ahead and move that for now. All right. Next up, we have Chainsaw Man's Volume 1 through 6 right here, and then Volumes 7 through 11 right up there. Absolutely love this series. I finished it. Was started to watch the anime, but didn't finish it. I will finish it eventually, but for now, the manga is absolutely amazing, and I am currently reading it on the Shonen Jump app, and it's absolutely stunning. Next up, we have Kaiju number 8, volumes 1 and 2. Like I said before, I'm a big fan of this series. I think it's one of the best Shonen Jump series that is currently out right now. I think everyone should check it out. And then I have Black Clover 1 through 7. I'm a big fan of Black Clover. However, I haven't read past Volume 7 at all, even in the Shonen Jump app. But I do plan on doing it at some point in time. Then we also have Act Age Volume 1 and 2 in English. I did happen to snatch these up before they were delisted from all the websites. I do know that it is, some terrible things happen with I believe it was the director of the series, the person that created it. Sadly, he did all those things. But I do have the first 2 volumes of it. Going forward, I have volumes 1 through 6 of Solo Leveling. I have read all of Volume 1, haven't read past it, and I'm a big fan of it. I think it's a great Korean told story, and I look forward to seeing more from it. Going on, we have Haikyuu's Volume 1 through 5. I did show you guys 8 and 9 earlier. I believe we have 6 and 7 as well. Yep, right up here. I will check out Haikyuu, like I said before. And then we also have volumes 0 through, I believe it goes all the way up to 19 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I absolutely love Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm currently reading it right now. I'm all the way on, I believe, volume 13, which is right here. And I gotta say, it's one of the best Shonen Jump series I've ever read. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I look forward to seeing what comes out of it. And the anime, I gotta watch season 2. I have read past what the anime's first arc will show. But then we have Sakamoto Days Volume 1. I don't believe I have the second volume. I read the first one, which was okay. Not my cup of tea. We have Mashle Volume 6 and 6 and 5, so I haven't read those. And then we have My Hero Academia Volumes 1 through 13. My Hero, it's alright. I think it's a little overrated, but I do like the action figures, so I bought Deku one. Then we have One Punch Man Volumes 1 through 6. And then we have Volumes 7 and 8 right here. I also have these other action figures here on this platform. One of, I forgot his name. We have Goku and Vegeta, and then Dragon Ball Super Broly right here. Continuing on with the list, we have Promised Neverlands Volume 1 through 3, along with Volume 4 up here. And let's see, what was that, 5 through 10? I have watched season 1 of the anime. However, season 2 was absolute dog doo-doo, so I haven't finished it. And I am deciding I'm just going to read it instead. We also have Fly Me to the Moon, Volumes 1 through 6. I've watched season 1 of the anime. I did like it a lot, so I decided to get the manga. However, I don't know if I'm going to be continuing to get the manga, and I may just stick with the show instead. Next up, we have Spy Family Volumes 1 through 7. I haven't read it yet. I have seen season 1, and I am looking forward to season 2. And we also have volumes 8 and 9 right up here. And then as you can see right here, we have Die Dark Volume 4. The other ones will come later. Like I said, this is very disorganized right now. We have Days of Love Seagull at Villa, which it was garbage. All right, I'm just going to keep it 100. Then we have Colorless, which also garbage. All right. Next up, we have Undead Unluck, Volumes 1 through 7. Big fan of this series. I'm enjoying it a lot. Don't know where all the hate's coming from, but I am excited for the anime. Then we have Fire Force Volume 1 through 4. I showed you guys 5 through 7 earlier. Like I said, big fan of this series. Love it. Then we have Die Darks Volume 1 through 3. I think they're one of the best covers and side panels on a bookshelf, in my opinion. Next up, we have Blood on the Tracks, Volume 1 through 3. Absolutely love this, but I haven't picked it up past Volume 3 for some reason, but I absolutely love it, and I will finish it at some point. Next up, we have The Daily Lives of High School Boys, Volume 1 through 7, which I thought was a fun little short series that kind of, I guess, engulfed what Japanese high schools were like. Next up, we have Blue Period Volume 1, along with Volumes 1 or 2 through 5 right down here. Now, I have read up to Volume 3, big fan of it. Haven't read past it, but I plan to eventually. If you guys haven't seen my video I posted earlier, we got all of Tokyo Ghoul 1 through 4 right here, and then, volumes 5 through 14 up here. I absolutely hate this series. I am going to be selling it, so it will not be staying on my bookshelf. But next, we have Blue Lock, volumes 1 through 3. I know what? I haven't read it at all. I've seen the first 2 episodes, but I am looking forward to it. Then we also have Blue Periods, volume 6, which I didn't realize I had until now. Then we have Dorohedoro, volumes 1 through 3, which I still have yet to read, but it's by the same person that created Die Dark. Next up, we have The Great Shahi Will Not Be Defeated. I will be selling it. Don't know why I bought it. It was just like a buy 2 get 1 free thing. Next up, we have Happiness by Shuzo Hishimi. Haven't read much about it, but I hear it's kind of like Blood on the Tracks, but different. Maybe more like Tokyo. I don't remember what it was like. However, I do plan on reading it at some point. Then we have Record of Ragnarok Volume 2. I do have the first one. Don't know where it's at. It's all disorganized. Yeah. But I do like Record of Ragnarok. I think it's way better than the anime. And then we have Asadora Volume 5, along with Volumes 1 through 4 right here. Now, that's also by Naoki Urasawa. Absolutely huge fan of the series. And it just proves to me why he's the greatest mangaka of all time. There's Record of Ragnarok Volume 1. And while I'm here, I will point out Golden Kamui, yeah, volumes 1 through 3. I have read all of them, big fan of it, just haven't picked it up past that. Then we have Mob Psycho 1 through 5 right here. As I said earlier, a big fan of it. The artwork took me a little while to get used to it, but I loved it ever since. We have Asadora Volume 6, great volume. I think all of that stores is just a phenomenal series. Then we have Kakegurui, haven't read it, and that was one of the first mangas I ever got, and I haven't read it, and that was back in like 2017. Next up, we have Beastars, Volume 1 through 18. I showed you guys the last 4 earlier, but there's the first 18. We'll be picking that up next after I finish Jujutsu Kaisen up above. And then we have Beast Complex, which is a spin-off series to Beastars, which I also will be checking out pretty shortly. Moving on, we have Ping Pongs, Volume 1 and 2. Absolutely love the series. I thought the artwork was beautiful, and it makes me love sports anime even more. Then we have Full Metal Alchemist Volume 1. I've read it all in high school, but decided to collect the series, and I'm going to go with the new Viz re-release with like the cool little designs and the hardcovers on them. Next up, we have Fist of the North Star Volumes 1 through 4 and 5 and 6 right up there. Absolutely love this series. I can see where JoJo got its inspiration from, and I'm a big fan of it. Next up, we have JoJo's Part 1, Volumes 1 and through 3. This is all I've read of JoJo. I'm a big fan of JoJo, and I will collect past it, but for now, this is all I have. Next up, we have Zom 100, Volumes 5 and 6, and Volumes 1 through 4 right down there. Now, I am also a big fan of this series, however, haven't read past it. Next up, we have All You Need Is Kill. I know they made a live-action film. I've read the series, or the manga as well. It was alright. Definitely a little bit overrated in my opinion, but it is what it is. We also have Alice in Borderland Volume 1. I don't believe I have Volume 2. I have watched the live-action show on Netflix. I enjoyed it a lot. The manga, it's alright. I also have... Here, let's start over here. We got Rent a Girlfriend Volumes 1 through 12. And I gotta be completely honest, I'm a big fan of Rent a Girlfriend. I enjoyed it a lot. That's one of my guilty pleasures. Next up, we have Don't Really, or Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend. I have read both volumes. It was alright. It's a spin-off of I can't remember her name, but the shy one. It's alright. And then we have 2 Junji Ito books, and that's Gyu and Remina. I enjoyed both of them. Remina, I definitely enjoyed a lot more, but I will be checking out more of Junji Ito because for how much I enjoyed them. Next, we have Transformers Volumes 1 through 2, which, it's kids. Like, this makes me just want to hate Transformers. Next up, we have Vinland Saga Volume 1. Big fan of Vinland Saga. But it's, just haven't read past it, I guess. Love the show, but, just haven't picked it up. Next up, we have Downfall. It's a one-shot. It was good. Definitely not for kids or teenagers. It is definitely adult rated. Next up, we have Boys Run the Riot. I know it won Best Comic Book Series back in 2021 or 2022. So I decided to pick it up. Definitely overrated, but it was enjoyable. Next, we have Death Note Volumes 1 through 3 of the Black Editions. I decided to go with the Black Edition just because I like the format of them better, and I think they look really cool. We also have Tokyo Revengers Volume 1 right there as well, and that completes this bookshelf. Alright, to make the second part easier, I decided to just move these over here. So we have Classroom of the Elite, Volume 1 of the light novel. We have The Breaker, Volumes 1 and 2, which is a Korean light novel, or I forget what they call it, but, it's interesting. Then we also have Overlord, Volume 1 of the light novel. Now, moving forward, we have 86, Volumes 1 through 4 of the light novel, and then we also have The Saga, the Tanya of Evil, Volume 1, 2, and 3, and 4 back here. And then I also have a Shonen Jump volume from Japan of the debut of Black Clover. We also have Usaga Yojimba right back here. And then here's all my comic books, if you guys are interested in those. I got Walking Dead, Star Wars, Batman, you name it, everything. We have Blade of the Immortal right down here. Still have yet to read it. We have Silver Spoon, volumes 1 through 9, or 8, sorry. Still have yet to read that as well. And then I have all of Fruits Basket, which I still have yet to read, but it is on my to-do list before I leave for Japan. Next up, and I think this is last, is Lone Wolf and Cub Omnibus Volume 1. That's going to be it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe if you guys want to see more. I will be doing more manga and anime stuff coming in the future. I know I've said anime a lot of times, and I still haven't done it yet. For now, it is going to be manga, but anime stuff is coming up, I promise you guys. So if you guys did enjoy it, be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to tune in for more manga reviews, analysis, anime reviews, what to watch, what I recommend, what I'm watching, stuff like that. If you enjoy that content, do what I said before. So without further ado, guys, have a great night.